food lovers, get ready for a culinary journey like no other. Today, we're diving headfirst into the legendary Jollof Rice War, a battle fought not with weapons, but with rice, tomatoes, and a whole lot of flavor. This isn't just about food, it's a culinary rivalry that stirs up national pride, deep-seated traditions, and bragging rights across West Africa. It's a cultural phenomenon. So, who are the main contenders in this flavorful face-off? The titans clashing for Jollof supremacy are none other than Nigeria and Ghana, two nations with a fierce love for this iconic dish. But wait, there's more. We can't forget Senegal, widely regarded as the originator of Jollof, throwing down the gauntlet, and Congo, emerging as a surprise challenger with their unique take on this beloved rice dish. Each country pours its history, its heritage, and its heart into this dish, passing down recipes through generations. This creates a vibrant tapestry of unique versions, each boasting distinct flavors and textures, sparking passionate debates among Jollof aficionados worldwide. For Nigerians, Jollof is more than just a meal. It's the life of every party, a smoky, deep-red masterpiece that tantalizes the taste buds and ignites the senses. Ghanaians, on the other hand, serve a fragrant, perfectly spiced jollof, often accompanied by the fiery kick of shido, a traditional pepper sauce. Senegal's Thieboudienne, a flavorful fish and rice dish, is considered the ancestor of them all, the original inspiration for the jollof we know and love today. And Congo? Well, Congo brings a unique Central African twist to the table, adding their own regional spices and ingredients to create a jollof experience unlike any other. But the best part of this culinary war? It's fought with wooden spoons, guarded family recipes, and secret spices, not weapons or harsh words. The arguments? Your rice is too pale, it lacks the vibrant color it needs. Yours is too mushy, the texture is all wrong. Are all in good fun, playful jabs exchanged between friends and rivals, united by a shared love and appreciation for the deliciousness that is jollof. So the million-dollar question: how do we settle this age-old debate once and for all? The ethnic festivals in Calgary, Canada, a celebration of multiculturalism and global flavors, stepped up to the plate. They brought together top home cooks, the culinary champions from each country, for an epic Jollof Showdown, a battle royale of rice and spice. Imagine the aromas wafting through the air, the palpable energy of the competition, and the unwavering pride radiating from each home cook as they defend their nation's honor. All of this, set against the backdrop of a vibrant Canadian city, a melting pot of cultures and culinary traditions. Let's dive in and get tasting. The Jollof Rice War is about to be decided. Picture a sunny day in Calgary transformed into the epicenter of African cuisine at the ethnic festivals. The air is alive with the scents of fried plantains, suya, and 4 distinct jollof rice aromas. Afro beats pulse through the crowd, everyone dressed in vibrant traditional attire, Ankara Kente Bubus. Laughter and pride fill the venue as people cheer for their country's chef. Each cooking station is a hive of activity with friendly banter and playful rivalry. The Nigerian chef teases the Ghanaian, the Senegalese cook works with quiet confidence, and the Congolese contestant beams with excitement. The crowd moves from stall to stall, tasting, debating, and delighting in every bite. Children run around getting their first taste of a dish that connects generations. It's more than a food festival, it's a celebration of heritage and home. The Jollof War in Calgary is officially on, and it's absolutely delicious. Our culinary journey begins with a vibrant stop, the heart of Nigerian cuisine, a bustling food stall brimming with aromas and flavors. Here, the amazing Auntie Funky is hard at work, crafting party jollof, the undisputed star and centerpiece of every joyous celebration. It's more than just a dish, it's an experience. What's the secret to its irresistible allure? It's that signature, captivating, smoky flavor that dances on your palate. This unique taste is carefully achieved by allowing the rice at the bottom of the pot to toast to absolute perfection, creating a delightful, slightly charred layer that infuses the entire dish. The foundation of this culinary masterpiece? She starts with a rich and flavorful obiata, a vibrant blend of fresh bell peppers, ripe and juicy tomatoes, fiery Scotch bonnet peppers for that essential kick, and fragrant onions, all meticulously boiled down and then expertly fried until the rich red oil separates, signaling the depth of flavor. Next comes the infusion of flavor: rich chicken stock, fragrant curry powder, earthy thyme, and a carefully guarded blend of secret spices that elevate the dish to legendary status. These aromatic ingredients meld together, filling the air with a savory aroma that promises an unforgettable culinary experience. Now, the star of the show, long-grain parboiled rice is gently added, meticulously washed and prepared, ready to soak up every single drop of that incredible flavor. The pot is then carefully sealed, allowing the rice to steam slowly and gently as the magic of party jollof truly begins to happen. The moment of truth arrives when the lid lifts, releasing a cloud of smoky steam that carries with it the essence of celebration. The reveal: glistening, perfectly cooked reddish-orange rice, a testament to the skill and passion poured into this dish. Served alongside crispy fried chicken and sweet caramelized plantain, the taste is an explosion of flavors, bold, savory, and with that unmistakable smoky depth that defines party jollof. This is more than just a meal. This is the taste of celebration, of community, and of home. "It's made with love," Auntie Funky says, beaming with pride. This is Nigerian jollof, a culinary icon, and judging by the satisfied faces, the crowd simply can't get enough of this incredible dish. Next, we visit the Ghanaian corner, where Chef Kofi crafts jollof as an art of fragrance and spice. His secret? Layers of flavor from the start. Fresh tomatoes, onions, ginger, garlic, and kpakposhido chili. The aroma is spicier and more herbaceous than the Nigerian version. He sautés onions, adds ginger and garlic, then a rich meat stock, and a unique blend of anise and nutmeg. Kofi uses fragrant long-grain rice like jasmine or basmati, washed until clear for perfect fluffy grains. The rice steams gently in the stew, absorbing every nuance of spice. The result: lighter, orange-hued rice, each grain separate and infused with complex flavor. Served with shido sauce and grilled tilapia, every bite is a conversation of spices. In Ghana, our jollof tells a story, Kofi says with a smile, and the crowd savors every word. Now, we honor the roots, the very foundation of jolof's story. We're about to witness the genesis of this beloved dish, tracing its origins back to the heart of Senegalese cuisine. At the Senegalese Station, a culinary haven where tradition meets flavor. Here, the magic begins, where Aissatou prepares Thieboudienne, the original jollof. This isn't just a meal, it's a historical narrative told through taste and aroma. It's a dish that carries the weight of generations, a testament to Senegalese ingenuity and culinary artistry. She starts with whole fish, fresh from the ocean, the star of this culinary masterpiece. The fish is not merely an ingredient, it's a symbol of abundance and the lifeblood of Senegalese coastal communities. Stuffed with parsley, garlic, and chili paste, a vibrant blend of herbs and spices that awakens the senses. This aromatic concoction infuses the fish with a depth of flavor that is both complex and comforting, browned in oil to build a flavorful base. This crucial step unlocks the fish's inherent richness, creating a foundation upon which the entire dish is built. The browning process imparts a nutty, caramelized note that elevates the Thieboudienne to new heights. The tomato stew simmers in this fish-infused oil, absorbing all the savory goodness. The stew is the heart of the Thieboudienne, a vibrant tapestry of flavors that ties all the elements together, with tamarind and fermented conch for deep umami. These unique ingredients add layers of complexity, a subtle tanginess and a profound savory depth that distinguishes Thieboudienne from other rice dishes. Chunky vegetables, carrots, cassava, sweet potatoes, eggplant, cabbage, are cooked in the broth, then set aside, preserving their individual textures and flavors. Each vegetable contributes its unique character to the final dish, creating a symphony of tastes and textures. Short grain or broken rice is cooked in the remaining liquid, transforming into a flavor sponge, soaking up every drop of flavor. The rice becomes infused with the essence of the fish, the vegetables, and the aromatic spices, creating a harmonious blend of tastes. The dish is served on a communal platter, reddish-brown rice, fish, and colorful vegetables arranged artfully, a feast for the eyes as well as the palate. The presentation is a celebration of Senegalese culture, a visual representation of the dish's rich history and vibrant flavors. The taste is savory, tangy, and complex, less spicy but incredibly rich. It's a flavor profile that lingers on the palate, a reminder of the dish's depth and complexity. This is not just food, Aissatou says softly. This is our history. It's a connection to our ancestors, a celebration of our cultural identity, and a symbol of our shared heritage. This is Thieboudienne. The crowd is in awe of the tradition and depth, captivated by the story that unfolds with each bite. Senegal's legacy is alive in every bite. It's a living testament to the power of food to connect us to our past and to each other. The Jollof journey comes full circle. revealing its origins in this vibrant and flavorful Senegalese masterpiece. Our final stop, the Congolese stall, where Chef Jean-Pierre reimagines jollof with a Central African twist. His version, riz au gras, starts with tomatoes, onions, peppers, and a generous dose of tomato paste for tang and color. Garlic, ginger, and nutmeg add depth, while finely diced carrots, green beans, and sweet corn go straight into the pot. Washed long-grain rice and vegetables simmer together in chicken or vegetable stock, creating a colorful one-pot meal. The result, vibrant red rice, studded with vegetables, served with crispy plantains and grilled makayabu fish. The taste is savory, slightly sweet, and comforting. A plate full of happiness. In Congo, we make food to share, Jean-Pierre says, smiling wide. The crowd embraces this delicious, unexpected contender. The judges take their seats facing 4 stunning plates, each a proud ambassador of its nation. The air is thick with anticipation as the crowd gathers. First, the appearance Nigerian Jollof's deep red, Ghanaian's fluffy orange, Senegal's majestic platter, and Congo's vibrant mosaic. Next, the Aroma Smoky heat from Nigeria, complex spice from Ghana, rich tomato and sea from Senegal, and sweet savory comfort from Congo. The judges savor each scent, transported across Africa. Then, the tasting bold, smoky Nigerian rice, fluffy, aromatic Ghanaian, deeply flavored Senegalese Thieboudienne, and colorful, comforting Congolese jollof. Each dish impresses with its unique story and flavor. The judges huddle, debating their decision. The crowd waits, tension rising. Every plate is a winner in its own right. The jollof crown hangs in the balance. The festival is a true feast for the senses. The moment of truth is near. As the judges deliberate, it's clear this competition is about more than food. Each plate of jollof is a piece of home, a taste of childhood, celebration, and heritage. Nigerian jollof tells a story of resilience Ghanaian, of balance Senegalese, of origin Congolese, of diversity. The friendly rivalry is a celebration of culture and identity. This war brings African food to the world, sparking conversation and connection. Events like this unite the diaspora, passing traditions to the next generation. No matter where you are, Jollof Rice makes any place feel like home. It's a symbol of unity, pride, and the power of a good meal. The Jollof Showdown is more than a contest, it's a celebration of community. The moment arrives. The head judge thanks all contestants, praising their passion and skill. Each dish is declared a winner. Each tells a story of home. The Nigerian jollof is bold and smoky, Ghanaian is aromatic and balanced, Congolese is colorful and heartwarming, Senegalese is soulful and historic. Before the winner is announced, the chefs unite, raising their hands together. The crowd erupts. Unity wins the day. Each contestant receives a special prize: Best Party Rice for Nigeria, Most Aromatic for Ghana, Guardian of Tradition for Senegal, Most Creative for Congo. The Jollof War ends with celebration, not rivalry. But the debate continues, in kitchens, online, and at family tables everywhere. That's the magic of Jollof Rice. So who do you think makes the best jollof? Let the delicious debate continue.